JD asks, will Cam Latu show up to training camp? I mean, I haven't heard anything of that makes me think that he won't. He's at tight end U. Isn't he at tight end U with George Kittle?
Yeah, I believe I saw that Jennifer Lee Chan had put that out on Twitter that Cameron Latu was there, and that's a good sign. And, Latu, he needs a lot of work. Let's be honest. Last year was not his best showing when it came to training camp, but I think a lot of it was mental. I think he was having a hard time adjusting to the 49ers system, and this is something I've heard from a lot of people around the league throughout the years that scout tight ends is the tight end transition is sometimes one of the most difficult to make going from college to the NFL. Just the way that people run their schemes, the motions, all the things that you have to do within the offense is just a lot more complicated than the simple concepts that you're going to get in college. And I think Cameron Latu, because he adjusted to tight end so late in college, was just underwater. And he just struggled with it. And that mental part of the game where he's remembering where to line up, what he's supposed to do pre-snap was affecting him post-snap and him not catching the football. So I'm hoping a year of being in the room, learning the offense, that now he's going to be able to not have those physical problems when he gets to training camp, and we'll see the best version of Cameron Latu. And let's be honest, that's what he has to do if he's going to make this football team, because right now Logan Thomas is ahead of him, and Braden Willis is ahead of him, and maybe Eric Saubert. We don't know for sure, but Latu's still 6'5", 250 with athleticism. They like the young guy. He's going to get an opportunity, and I hope he ends up showing up and showing out because he's got the most upside of all the other tight ends not named George Kittle.
While we're talking tight ends, JD asks, will they go with 5 tight ends? Kittle, Siebert, Thomas, Willis, that's Braden Willis, and Mason Pline. Maybe they get him on the practice squad. I don't think they're going to keep 5 tight ends.
I don't even think the roster really has them keep 4 tight ends on the active roster this year. They've done that before. But I think you just have so many players at other positions that you want to keep, including probably a 6 wide receiver, that I think now you're going to go 3 tight ends on the active roster, and then you're going to put 1 or 2, depending on who they are on your practice squad. That's where you could see a Mason Pline end up, or even an Eric Saubert, because even though he might land on another team, he's not going to get picked up on waivers because he's a veteran with enough accrued seasons. He gets to choose where he wants to go. So that's what they did with Tyler Kroft when they cut him. So they said, hey, we're gonna go ahead and bring you back. Don't go sign anywhere else. And so this is something the 49ers do with veterans. So I think it's going to be 3 tight ends, and that means one of those young guys could go. Maybe they keep 4 if they don't want to lose Latu and Willis, but I think that's going to be tough to do with the construction of the roster the way it is.